Okay, for the next lesson, let's look at the layers in the map. You can access the layers tool by tapping on the icon that looks like a stack of papers in the upper right hand corner, and that brings up a box on the left hand side that displays the layers that are available in the map in the order that they're stacked in the map, and with toggles to turn them on and off. And you can see here that right now I have two markup layers, one called wildlife observations and one called road maintenance needs, and we'll go into that a little bit later with the markup section, as well as the AWC points, which is the anadromous water catalog for the state of Alaska, the lines, Southeast Alaska AWC, that's the stream lines for anadromous streams, the roads that the Forest Service has within their database in the region, and then a few other layers that I put in here just as examples: summer bear habitat hotspots, winter deer habitat values, and quans in Southeast Alaska. Go ahead and play around with these layers. See how they display when you toggle them on. Again, this is streaming from the internet, so there'll be a delay, especially for some of the layers that have a lot of detail. The deer habitat values, there's a lot of detail in that layer, so it will take a while for it to load on your map once you turn it on. But I encourage you to explore each of these layers, recognizing that they can cover each other up. If you turn on, for example, summer bear habitat and winter deer habitat values, the bear habitat map will show up on top of the winter deer habitat values, and you won't be able to make very much sense out of it. So some of the layers you can only have on one at a time, but others you can have easily display on top of other layers. For example, the streams and the roads display just fine on top of the habitat maps that you see on the bottom. My deer habitat map is loading extremely slow, so I'm going to go ahead and end this section of the video and just trust that your internet's better than mine, and that you'll be able to play around with these layers to get a sense for how to turn them on and off. The next thing I want to show you is the legend. You see here my bear habitat map is finally loaded, showing a bunch of colors, polygons, shapes on the map, but I don't really know what those colors mean unless I have a legend to tell me what those colors mean. And so let's go ahead and open up the legend to see that. Start by closing the layers and then tapping on the three dots again in the upper left or upper right, and then tap on legend. And that's going to show you the legend for only the layers that are currently being displayed, only the layers you have turned on. And so, looking at this legend right now, I see the bear habitat colors and what they mean, but I don't see the deer habitat ones because I don't have the deer habitat layer on right now. And you can see here that the dark green shows the estuary fringe forest. The light green shows where there's a lot of fish in the estuary. Dark blue is the old growth forest, and the light blue is the fishy old growth forest, etc. Real quick, I'll switch back to the layers, and I'll turn on the winter deer habitat. And I don't even need it to load. It takes a while to load, but I'll just move back to the legend and show you that now you can see the colors and what they mean for winter deer habitat. That's generally how the legend works, and we'll move on now to to the Okay, the measuring tool is also available through the menu that you can access with the three dots in the upper right hand corner. And once you've tapped the measuring tool, you'll see in the upper left hand corner there's a few new little icons in a box, and the two icons on the left hand side basically switch between measuring the distance on a line and measuring the area of a shape. Let's show you how a distance of a line works. Simply, select the ruler with the two little arrows on it in the upper left, and then you can tap on the screen. I'm going to tap on the beach in Mud Bay, and you see a little blue highlighted box there, and then I'll tap up the stream a bit, and there it's drawn a line, and it's telling me in the box in the upper left hand corner that line is 2.14 miles long. You can tap on where it says miles right now and change the units if you want to know how many feet, or if you want to know kilometers, etc. And then you can also extend the line and adjust the line. Most of the time we're not going to be navigating in a straight line, and if you're using the measure tool to get a sense for how far you're hiking, for example, you might tap on the screen to create a number of what are called vertices in the line, the little points where the line changes direction. And as you're progressing with your line, it'll continue to add up the distance in the upper left hand corner to show you the total length of the line. And if you want to get rid of that line, there's a trash can in the upper right hand corner, and then you can start from scratch and draw a new line if you like. And then for area, you're going to switch to the other little box or little icon in the upper left hand corner, the one that has kind of a ruler over a box looking thing. And same deal here. If I wanted to know how big the Mud Bay estuary is, I would start tapping to create a shape. And as I'm doing that, it's adding up the area within that shape. You see here that's showing that the Mud Bay estuary that I'm looking at is about 1 square mile. And again, you can change the units to suit your needs. It's approximately 650 acres. You can also undo if you make a little mistake with the little undo icon in the upper right, and then adjust as needed. And then again, when you're done, you want to probably hit the trash can. And that's it for the measure tool. Let's go ahead and tap done and move on to navigation.